Is it finally time for the second Lincoln Box scent hunt of the year? Wait a minute, Chupa. What happened to the first hunt? Well, that hunt may become like many myths, like Bigfoot, like the Bermuda Triangle, like Chewbacca, even Batman. Wait a minute. I'm Batman, not a myth. Well, who's to say? Who's to say? Let's go ahead and get to it. Hi, it's Silver Chupacabra, and I think it's time to get into some boxes of circulated Lincoln scents. Can't wait to get going on it. We've got a brand new mat from RFT with lots of updates, actually more on this side I would think than anything else. So we'll be looking for varieties just like usual, but we'll be looking to fill out these books. If you remember, not too much is filled out in here, so lots of space. The book from 1941 to 1974 is plenty filled. In fact, I think the third sheet is filled. Got some shiners in there too, as well as some blazers over here. But as you can see, not too many holes are needing to be filled. The steel scent, of course, that's going to be a little bit tougher to go to in a circulated penny box or scent box from a bank. But we've got plenty to go through. I'll go through at least 2 boxes to do this time around. I say we go ahead and check and see what our penny box looks like, because that is plenty special. Okay, so before we get actually to the box itself, just letting you know, this is the second penny box hunt of this year. The first one just didn't have a whole lot of interesting things in it. I might actually put out a summary of that hunt, which for some of you would be nice and short, but usually I put out long videos for these pieces. Anyway, I might do that, but we'll see how it goes. Just wasn't a whole lot of interesting things coming out of it. Here, we're going to start out with customer wrap rolls, which is always an interesting prospect. I, myself, have never come across collections that were inside these types of rolls. So I'm not too, let's just say, optimistic on these ever, but we'll see how it goes. This might be the first one that really can come out. These actually look like customer wrap rolls too. At least the rolls themselves look. But we'll have to see. I think what we'll do is we'll start with this one and kind of go across like that. What do you think? Time to go get it? Let's do it to it. Okay, so finally, your 7 rolls in. We got that first 10 brick. Remember, these are in bricks of 10. So there's that first brick. So roll 7. And so far, I would say this is not anybody's collection. But as you roll down the way, looky, finally, we do have a Wheatie. Cool beans, first of the hunt. Probably early 50s, late 40s. That's where I'm going to make my deal. It's 440, or actually it's 36. Wow. 35. Man, I can't even read. So, hepped up on that. Cool beans. What is that? It's about 90 years old almost. 89 there. Cool. 89 or 35 out of Philly. Can't get mad at that. Sorry, I did quote somebody there. I will check the rest of the pennies and see what's going on. Okay. We are still on that first group of 10, roll 8. And back-to-back jack, folks. Going down the roll. There might be still some things in there. I don't know yet, but that is definitely a wheatback. Cool. 2 in a row on the rolls. It looked a little like I had a little bit of wear there, but when I read it there, not as much. Let's go ahead and check to see what we got here. Obviously 19. We got a 40 and 2. Nice. 1942 out of Philadelphia. Well, I'm going to look through the rest of this roll, come back if something pops up. And we are into the second group of 10. As you can see, I've got about, looks like I'm on the 4th roll, so that's 14th roll of this box hunt. I got to tell you, by the way, before we get to the find, the filthiest coins I think I've ever dealt with. Look at these things. And no, I don't think these are metal detecting finds. It's almost like somebody found these pennies on the bottom of a sticky floor mat in a car. They are horrible. I just ate, and I definitely had to wash my hands twice because these are really nasty. Anyway, we do actually have a find here. It's an upside down 1957 out of Denver. Always cool to find weedy finds. That's the 3rd one of this box. We will put that up there. Still have a bit to look through, as you can see. I'll come back when we have the next find, excuse me. We are on roll 18. Got 2 more rolls in the second batch. And we got a Canadian visitor with the dodecahedron or something to that effect. The 12-sided coin. A little bit young there per se, but there we go. I can never remember how to flip these coins. 1983 out of Canada. Awesome. Still have a lot to look through these dirty coins. I will bring you back in if something comes out. On to roll 19. And we do have a wheat find. There's my favorite date of all time. I swear I find a 1944 minted in Philly every time out. This one's hurting a little bit there on the rim, but cool. Nice find. That's the 4th out of, 19 rolls. I still have a lot to look at in this roll. We'll come back if another find pops up. Okay, we're on to the 3rd group of 10. As you can see, 2 there. And there are 6 left there, so that means we are on roll 24. And I've already laid the roll down, and there is a nice wheatback find there. That is 1953, minted in Denver. Pretty good condition, too. And there it is, wheatbacks on the back. That is the 5th wheatback of this hunt. Well, I'll go through the rest and see if there's anything else to show you. Okay, we are at, I believe, roll 32. There's one big 10 block left there. We've got 8 rolls there. So, yep, 32 it is. And we have upon another weedy. This is one that
comes, seems to come a lot too. The 44 and the 41 Phillies, and that's kind of interesting. I think I could actually use a 41D, but not going to get one here. Love the toning on that, by the way. So, not a lot, I guess. A little bit more to look at for this roll. Bring it back in if something pops up. Roll 36 is up to bat, and we're at the end of it. You guess what the data is on this. If you guess 44, 41, well, one of you's right. It's another 44 out of Philly. I find this very interesting. The last penny hunt I did, and I have actually not put it up on video because I just didn't think it was very interesting. Still might put out the summary on it. I think I found either 2 or 3 44s. And I do this all the time on these penny hunts. It's very interesting. I should by now have all the 1944s. Okay, well, that's the end of that roll. We'll go up to roll 37 and bring it back in if something pops up. Got one big group of 10 left, so that means since we don't have anything over there, we are on roll 40. Going down the roll here, as I just laid it out, I'll find a coin with some beads on it. That's what they call those. Check it out, 1981. Remembered it before I got there. Pretty decent condition. Cool. I'll look through the rest of this, bring it back in if something pops up. We're on to the last group of 10 rolls, cent rolls. Looks like we're on 44. I got 6 left there, middle of the roll itself. That's definitely different. I don't remember this being on a penny, even the newer cents. It does say Euro 2 cent. Wow, cool. Never seen this one before. I'm not even sure how this goes. Very, very interesting. Well, cool find. I do have a little bit more to go. I am very happy about this, by the way. I've never seen this before, so. I do have a little bit left. See how it goes. I'll bring it back in if something pops up. Okay, one more roll to that. That means this is roll 49. Just laid out the roll. Take a look at some of those coins there. It's not green because of environmental. That's sticky green. Whatever. A lot of these coins have it on there too. I've had to separate a couple. I had a group of 4 that I had to separate. Anyway, take a look at that nice shiny one there. I hope this is actually one of the newer Canadian coins. Unfortunately, it does not have the date on it, so it's probably going to be one of those, not memorials, but special cents. Because I didn't move that around. And, yep. It's like a 50-year celebration type thing. Had those before. It's from 2002. Cool. It's 3 Canadians on this hunt, as its first box is about finished. I'll bring you back if any of these sticky coins, I was going to say stinky, but they're just sticky. The sticky coins comes out to actually be a Wheatie. So here is the second box. We'll actually get to look at these. The first box, I believe we have 7 wheat fines. That kind of dried out like after the last 15 rolls. Interesting foreign fines. Did get some Canadian in there. By the way, the oldest wheat was 1935, so that was pretty cool. And found that 2 cent euro. Pretty cool. Portugal, by the way. I might make a short out of it. But anyway, here is our front, or our top, I guess I should say. This is the one with the gerbil breathing holes in it. Didn't really see much from the bottom end.
So looking at the top is basically looking at the bottom. And, you know, I'm seeing some old coppers here. I think we definitely have a little bit of copper in those. Some 80s there I see too. And got us some shields. So no wheatbacks out front. That means every one of these has them inside. That's the glass half full policy here. Let's go ahead and get to it. On to roll 11 of this second box. So yes, this is the first hit, but wow, what a hit. As I was going down through with my trusty magnifying glass, didn't spot any wheat ears, but I did see that one right there. If you can see it, 1916. Nice little meteorite hits here. I'd have no... Somebody jabbed at it a little bit. Those are holes. They're not just, I don't know, spots from soda. But it's actually a pretty good detail other than that. Let's check out the back of this. Other words called reverse. Somebody took a little bit of a chunk out of the rim there. There's a few little dings, but other than that, wow. And I don't know if I remember this or not. This actually may be my oldest find, wheatback-wise, in a penny hunt. We'll have to see later when it comes to the collection books. Got a lot more to look in here. I hope there's something else, but I'll tell you what, that makes up for 11 or 10 rolls without anything. Pretty cool. On to roll 12. Things might be heating up. I didn't just jump the shark on that call here, but look at that. Got the reverse of a wheatback here. It's pretty dark. I think that's almost black brown there. I don't think they have a designation for that. I don't know about a date here. We'll have to find out together. It's got good detail. That usually means 50s. It's got a mint mark, which usually means 50s. Well, there I go crossing myself up. It's actually a 46 out of Denver. Sorry about that shadow there. There we go. Cool. Another 40s. Good hunt for 40s and 30s. And one, of course, is 1916. I will take a look at the rest of this roll. Bring it back in if something happens. Okay, on to roll 15. And I'm telling you what, the second row of 10 here is hot. Check this out. Laid out the roll. Might even have something here. I don't know. Maybe a little bit 70s there. We'll find out. Check that out. I think once before I've had two wheatbacks sitting in a roll like this, just sitting there staring me in the face. Now this one, let's do this one first. This one looks like it has a little bit of wear to it age-wise. It's definitely a red sand. Not really the red we're talking about, by the way. Totally brown. Let's go ahead and see. Pretty good detail on Lincoln there. It's a Denver mint mark. It's going to be in the 40s. 1949 out of Denver. Cool. Let's take a look at this other one. Yeah, plenty of detail. We're pretty hot on the 40s. Will it be another one? Could it be the 30s? Could it be the 50s? Find out real quick. Another mint mark. It will be the 50s this time. 1954, minted in Denver. Cool beans. Still actually have a roll to look through. Bring it back if we find more than just the two we just did. Nice. Still on roll 15, and remember that coin that I had stopped by and said, yeah, maybe. Well, that has been confirmed. We got a last year
wheatback here, 1958, Denver mint mark. And, well, we already... I still swear when I turn those over, if I ever see a memorial when it should be a wheatback, I'd hit the floor. Cool beans, that's 3 in this roll. Can we have a 4th? Because I still have quite a bit to look at. Bring it back if I do. Okay, on to roll 17, and this second 10 rolls here continue to be hot. I believe this is going to be like the 6th find, weedy find, what that is, of these 10 rolls. And we're not even through with the 10 rolls either. Sure. Wheat shock sticking out, always cool. Lots of detail. I would say 50s. Somewhere in there. Almost showing it right there. Lots of detail there too, by the way. Nice. Let's move it. 1955. Denver. Cool. Well, I've got lots to look at in this roll. Bring it back in when we come up with the next find. Okay, on to roll 20. And this second line of 10 rolls here just continues to go. Let's take a look at what I see down below here. There's the first one, 1946. That's Philadelphia. She's pretty, but that's not it. 1952 Denver. So that is a total of 8 out of this line after the first line went to 0. We now have, I believe, 15 wheat pennies total. This one has actually had more than the entire last box. And I still have a little bit to look at. Bring it back in if something pops up. Okay, still on roll 20. And we're going to do a little bit, I don't do this usually with pennies, but we're going to do a little bit of success or fail. Nickels are a little easier because it was with that D mint mark on the back. I want to do this with tone. So I've got this one here and this one here that's got interesting tone to it. Let's check out this first one. Well, no whammy, or there are whammies on that one. I was going to say no whammies. That is not success. That would be a fail. Let's check out this last one. Now, will it be a fail or not? That's got some interesting tone to it, I'll tell you that. Wow, that I was not expecting. 1927 in Philadelphia. Very nice cut on the cheek there for Mr. Lincoln. Let's check out the back of this. Definitely those wheat shocks have got a bit of wear to it, although a little bit of detail. The wear is mostly on the top ends of it. But anyway, cool. And I'm somehow doubting I have that in one of my books, so that's going to be another filler. I think I got about 3 fillers in that first book today. And I still got 30 rolls to go through. And actually, I still got a little bit of here to go through as well. So, let's go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll bring you back in if something pops up. Roll 28. A little bit of a dry spell there for 8 rolls, but we do have something of interest there. Got the wheat back on this one. Pretty detailed. 50s or 40s at best. A lot of detail there. I'm thinking 50s. And you are wrong. Oh my gosh. It's another 44. Once again, I'm going to say it. I have literally found all the 1944s. Cool. Got a hoard on that area there. I still have the rest of this roll, so come back if something pops up.
Okay, on to roll 34. Had a little bit of a dry spell here, but the thing is, this is the kind of stuff that pops up. Take a look at that. 1937. And that would be Philadelphia. Nice detail too, by the way. In fact, the wheat and the reverse looks pretty detailed as well. Cool. But hey, that is not the only thing. Go up a little bit further and boom. Looking good. See what we've got on this one. Looking pretty detailed. Usually 50 is if that's what happens. But look, back in the 40s again. 41. Should be the just like another one that we had gotten much earlier in the hunts. It's been a really cool box here, this second box of the hunt. This is now 12 finds, I believe, 19 total. Very cool. We still have quite a few rolls to go through. In fact, got a whole roll to go through. We'll be back if something pops up. Okay, this is roll 37 of the hunt. And bring it down. Very distinct reverse of a Wheatie we will find. This will be the 20th Wheatie find of this box hunt. Pretty cool. There you are. Very nice back. Detail is there. Let's turn her over. Yeah, Lincoln's got a lot of detail here as well. Should be late 50s. 57. It is late 50s. Out of Denver. Sans the cat hair here. Cats like to sleep on the mat here. Anyway, we've got the whole roll to check out. Bring it back in if something pops up. Roll 44 of this second penny box of the hunt. And as we're going down here, we got the first Canadian of this hunt. Ooh, she's a shiny one too. Nice. There she is. So shiny that light is just bouncing right off of her. I actually put shade on there to show that. Let us, because I turned that around wrong. It's like the 2001 from Canada. Cool. I still have some coins to check through. Bring you back in if something of note comes up. Okay, roll 50. Last roll, and we actually will find here at the very end of the roll. Oh, look. That's right. It's a 44. Maybe it's a 44D there. No, it's an S. So at least it's not just a Philadelphia for once. That would be the 14th, I believe, Wheatie of this very inconsistent but very cool box. 21 Wheaties all together. We'll go ahead and go to summary. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the finds for this 2-box penny hunt. That first box had 7 total Wheaties, plus some foreign in there. The second box had 14 Wheaties in it, really stellar. And not only that, it actually had some very quality coins in it. So even it had a lot of dry spots in that second box, but when the pennies came, they came. So let's go ahead, take a look at our finds here. We've got a couple of 1941s minted in Philly,
a 42 minted filly. We've got 344s. I don't know what it is about that year that I continually get gobs of them. What's really cool is this one came up in the very last roll of that second box, a 44 minute in San Francisco. 46 Philadelphia. We've got a 46 minute in Denver. 49 minted in Denver. 52, 3, 4, and 5 minted in Denver. A couple of 57s and a 58 minted in Denver. Here are the foreign coins that were found. That 2-cent euro, which was my first experience with one of those. We've got an 81 Canadian, an 83 Canadian, 2001, and then that 2002 commemorative Canadian that I've found a couple of times, actually. Here are the quality finds for this 2-box hunt. Definitely the star of the show, 1916, and actually very good shape other than the pockmarks that are on there. 1927, another cool find. Nice little toner there as well. And then a couple from 1930s, 1935 Philly, 1937 Philly. Very interesting. Very cool quality coins out of that. So let's go ahead and, well, what I'll do first is I'll check for varieties to see if anything's going on there, and then we'll look at the collection books. So we are on to the collection books, and it's been quite some time since I've actually even opened up the 1909 to 1940 book. This is the primary, and we've got 3 fillers. I thought we were going to have 4, but we'll talk about that here in a second. So here's numero uno and the fillers. This will now be my oldest Lincoln cent find. Very nice. And then going over onto this side, we've got that 1935. I think that was the first find of the whole hunt. That goes in. And this 1937 will also go in. We did find a 1927 as well, but this one is definitely in better shape. So could not fill that. But it's really nice to actually see a few more spots filled. 3 filled in all for the primary starter. The 1941 to 1974 book has nothing going in it, so I'm not even going to bring it out. Okay, the secondary filler. This is the big empty for the secondary. Don't have a whole lot going in there, but that 27 will fit in here nicely. So that is cool. And then in the secondary holder for 1941 to 1974, we have a filler up here in the 1952 D, which is kind of weird. Man, they almost made 750 million coins, for heaven's sakes. You would think I'd find that, or would have found that already, living in the Denver metro area. Anyway, pop that in there. Nothing for the Canadian book. I had all these cents that went with that, so nothing Canadian to show you. Well, that's it. A very interesting and quality find hunt. Hope you enjoyed this long form video, plus the shorts that came out of it. Well, I guess we'll see you next time. I think a nickel box will be coming up. Nickel box hunt will be coming up next. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, and we will see you next time. Bye.